Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to have you guys here so that we can finish off July and make our plans for the month of August. As you guys know, July was really crazy. A lot of stuff has been happening in the world as well as in my budget. So I am not going to waste any of your time with the savings or anything like that. I will show you the bills that I paid, but other than that, we are gonna get straight into the budgeting. So if you guys are into that, please stay for the whole video and I will see you at the other side. So let's just go straight to the bills. For the month of July, Netflix was $25.91. The gym was $220.20. And groceries, the groceries was $110.19. Rent was paid. The blog bill was $3.88. We paid nothing towards my student loan and nothing towards my husband's. My student loan is actually done, so we're just gonna do this. So that is it for our bill tracker for July. We have been doing this now for 7 straight months. It's starting to look really nice. I had 10 no spend days, so we're gonna check that because during the week I don't spend any money. It's the weekends where I spend the most money, so we did that. I did not save any money and I did not get any commissions because, again, the economy is crazy. People are clinging to their jobs and trying to pay their bills, and there's no expectation that people are actually gonna be buying things on Amazon. Even with Prime Day, I did not promote anything for Prime Day because this is a budget channel, and outside of these budgeting books really, or things that people might ask for that they happen to see, like if I'm wearing a dress from Amazon or something like that, I'm not going to be advertising much of anything. I didn't even partake in Prime Day myself, so as you guys can see, I did not partake in that. So there we go. For our plans, we had planned to go to Canada on Saturday for the Catalano street party. We canceled that. My sister's birthday happened, my husband's birthday happened, so this was the big thing this month. We went away for 5 days on a cabin trip and it was amazing, and I spent like crazy, as you guys will see. And then when we got back, we had a birthday dinner at Buca di Beppo, and that was a lot of money. It was like $105 on my end because we did treat since it was for the birthdays. And that's about it. There was a lot of things happening over this current weekend and just in Seattle in general because things really happen a lot over the summer. So we've just been outside spending money, enjoying the nice weather, and really like spending money. So let's go on to our budget. I got paid by my W-2 job. My second payment was $2,429.26. So my total income for this month was $4,932.10. So splitting that up into each category, my living came out to $1,572.06. Self-care came out to $294.52. Discretionary, we will get into. Entertainment came out to $25.91, and pet came out to $55 because we had a prior sinking fund that we ended up using for his vet visit to renew his 3 years rabies, as well as get him USDA certified to be able to cross the border. That was from a sinking fund, money that we got from a deposit from our last apartment. For debt, $0. We did not pay anything towards debt. So my total budgeted expenses was $4,830.20. And we actually ended up spending a lot more than that. So if we move on to our day-to-day spending, as you can see here, we left off at $2,269.90, I believe. That's where we left off. We had to go to REI to get ready for this backpacking / cabin trip and spent $75 for park passes as well as bear spray. We had some time in Leavenworth and we had a nice dinner there. Put $59.50 towards that. On the 19th, there was this weird outage thing because of Microsoft / CrowdStrike, I think it's called. So I was just testing my Zelle. I sent $1 to my husband just to test and make sure it worked. We had the birthday dinner on the 19th. I put half towards that, $105. And then we got some boba tea on the same day, $11.04. Now, I had a few credit card bills slash things to catch up on from a dental appointment that I had, kind of emergency, as well as loaning people some money. There were a few people that needed money from me this month, so I loaned out some money there, and then also donation or two that I did online. That's what these are. So credit card bill, miscellaneous. This was actually a mixture of credit card and a plane ticket that I helped someone pay for. So that came out to $415.40. We went to Zeke's when we were in the mountains, which is a burger place. That was $9.64. Another credit card bill payment, $178. And then the buy me a coffee payment as well came out to $50. So that is where we are. So let's just do some quick math. It's actually $3,174.08. I did do this math before this video, so I am gonna put down $3,174.08 for my discretionary spending. Well, I went 132.2% over budget. I'm just gonna put the 3,174.08 here. Came out to be $5,121.57. Honestly, not that bad. $291.37 over budget, over my total budget. Not that bad at all. That's actually, it could have been worse, but remember, I moved my discretionary spending from $500 to $2,400. So there's that. My discretionary, as you can see, is the biggest category. It was at 62% of my total spending was discretionary spending. I spent 0 towards debt and 0 towards savings. My entertainment was 1%, this little purple line here. And my pets was also 1%, and that is this little yellow line here. Self-care was 5.8%. And that's really everything. So I ended up with $1,578.03 left over, of which $1,300 of that is for rent. So checking account buffer wise, we are at $278.03 left over. I had $467 extra dollars to work with here, and I spent a little bit of that buffer this month. My total income was $4,932.10, and my expenses were $5,121.57. So as you guys know, I spent a little bit, like I said, of that buffer, that $467.50 buffer. I spent a little bit of it, which is why this is able to be higher than my total income. And the difference ended up being my rent plus the extra $278 from my balance last month. So I really spent every single thing that I made this month, I spent. Getting on to our reflections for the month. Did I achieve this month goals? Not really. Like I said, July was a rest. I escaped to the mountains with my husband. During that time, I think the president was attacked, and like a lot of things was happening that I just didn't want to be around for. So I was grateful to be away during all of that. There was just a lot going on. The ex-president was attacked, my bad. Where did I have the most trouble? Honestly, I had a little bit of guilt, not from spending, but from not being able to give to everyone this month. There were a few people who needed money that I was able to give to, but there were also some that needed some that I was not able to give to, because as you guys can see, I have $200 left over after everything, not including my rent. Obviously, I don't have that to give. I know I get on here and I show you guys my savings goals, and you see what I have in my savings, you see what I have invested. But I just want everybody to keep in mind that I'm working towards something, and I have to take care of family first, basically. The people that I did give to this month, they asked for it earlier, so that came out of my spending. I wasn't able to give to everybody, but I did have some guilt from that. So that's what I had trouble with this month. I learned that paying via credit card makes tracking so much easier. Having to go from credit card to Zelle and checkings is super confusing. You have to get the dates in order. You have to avoid overlap. It's just really hard. Whereas if I had just spent everything on my credit card and paid it off, it's so easy. Going forward, I'm gonna probably lead with paying with my credit card and then paying that off with cash forward. I think that's what I'm gonna do, outside of the Zelle, obviously. And then what could I improve on this month? Honestly, less spending as usual. That's really where I have the most trouble. But I intended to spend this month, maybe not $5,000, but I intended to spend, and that's what I did. And I'm super happy about how the month went. I had so much fun. This summer has been one of the better ones since 2020, so I can't really complain there. Next month is gonna look completely different. It's gonna be an ode to February when I had that $5,000 savings challenge, except this time it's gonna be a $4,500 to $5,000 student loan debt payoff challenge. So it's time to buckle up in August. August is, it's the gateway to the Burr months, right? So this is the last month of summer, really, the last full month of summer. We're going into the colder weather towards the end, the cozy weather. We're going into autumn. That's when people seem to buckle in. They're being at home. They're, you know, setting up for Halloween and Thanksgiving, and just the best time of year, in my opinion. And so we're using this gateway month to really reel it in, to focus on our goals, to get back on track with our spending, and just to make sure that the books come out great at the end of the month. So this is where we are for the month of August. 3 goals, again, 20 no spend days. We can do it. During the week, we're not spending money on eating out. We're not spending money on miscellaneous. We're making our coffee at home, our food at home, and we're staying on track. We're keeping the budget tight. Eat at home for 26 days. There are 31 days in August. It is a 3 paycheck month, which is amazing, but those checks are going towards debt payments because we are trying to get rid of this student loan debt. We're trying to be debt free by the end of this year. So we are eating at home for the majority of this month. And then the third and final goal is to pay $5,000 towards the husband's student loans. We are really being aggressive here, and we just have to keep our eye on that goal. So those are our 3 goals. Like I said, 3 paycheck month. I love 3 paycheck months. This is my last one. And both of my 3 paycheck months are going to be used for good. We are trying to move ahead in our goals with these months. So that is where we are with the budget. I completely busted it, even though I raised my category spending, and I'm okay with that. Dealt with a little bit of guilt, had a nice vacation, and just enjoyed my summer overall. That is pretty much what happened in July, and I look forward to reeling it in August and really setting up our productivity for the better going forward into the colder months, into cozy season. So thank you guys again for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys did in the month of July. Let me know how you guys handle things like that and what your plans are for the rest of July into August, and I will see you in the next video.